see it in the video where the branch moves and all the cedar needles fall off the branch, and the arrow went high, and man, I was just sick. I give all the credit to God about killing this deer right now. He's given me this ability to be able to get on deer like this and figure them out and kill them. It's all him. I'm just the tool that he uses, and somehow I'm hoping that he's using this tool for me to show my faith to people, and that I believe in God and Jesus Christ, and that's truly what's most important in life. Big deer, awesome, but Jesus is king.
I almost shook up. I think I got him. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. That sucker came downwind of me, man. And that's just a testament to Faye's and Black Widow product right there. I was this close to packing everything up. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Yes!
I just killed the biggest deer I've killed in a couple years.
I don't believe it. First sit.
He was on a string then, come work that scrape that we put the branch butter on yesterday, and he come right in and just power drive me with the mega meat.
Oh my goodness. What a stud.
We just killed a giant, Javin. He's dead right there. Oh my God. What a giant. We work so hard when we get on deer like this, and I mean, dude, it's just amazing. What a deer. Dude. Scissors. You got it. I told you it was, dude.
We reviewed the footage, and you can see where I cut a limb off. How I hit that limb, or I guess I just didn't see that limb, but I cut a cedar limb, and you can see it fall, and then that must have been just enough to send that arrow on a different course. I had shifted my focus at that point because I felt like I had my opportunity and I rushed it. And so I shifted my focus to just trying to hunt, you know, a big old bully buck, and there was a few in that farm that needed to come out. So that was my goal. Just looked at this branch over here where deflected the arrow, and just really sucks. It is what it is, but I'm gonna keep grinding. So kind of figured out maybe what that deer was gonna do. I thought that deer was gonna leave, but we were actually sitting in that stand and realized there was another scrape right here. So we just went right back to that same spot the next morning.
Well, it's day 2 of Kansas. I actually did sleep last night, even though the whole debacle of what happened yesterday is still on my mind, but we're hoping maybe we can go in here and, I don't know, see what the good Lord has in mind, because maybe we'll see him again, maybe we won't. If I see a big old call buck, giant 8 or something like that that needs killed, I'd probably kill that. But we'll see what happens.
Maybe we'll get lucky and the deer that from the day before might come back by, or I'm going to lay eyes on a big bully buck and be able to work that deer and maybe get a shot at him. So after sitting there a while, and it was kind of windy and cold, but we were seeing deer in a distance. It was just a great morning. There's just something special about sitting in Kansas, and because you never know what can happen. And a lot of deer were moving. We were watching deer at a distance, and it was just good to spend time with Javin.
all of a sudden, I could see some does being pushed through the cedars at about 400 yards out across the lake, and all of a sudden a big old bruiser steps out, giant 8-point, giant bodied 8-point, not a huge rack, but a giant bodied deer, and he was perfect candidate, 5.5+ year old deer, not a big scoring rack, bully buck, definitely the type of deer that would be good to get off that farm. So I went to work, I grabbed the black rack, and I just slammed those horns together and got that deer's attention. And he flicked his tail and he looked and he wanted to come. I tried grunting, but I think it was too far, he couldn't hear it, so I rattled one more time and he started to come. And I told Javin, I said, get ready. I said, because in about 15 minutes he's going to be standing here. What it was about 15 minutes later. He had made his way that whole distance around that lake, across the valley and up that side, and he was standing in front of us at about 60 yards. Came right to my black widow mock scrape and just thrashed it. He thrashed that scrape. It was awesome footage of this deer just getting so aggressive. few grunts with the illusion extinguisher call. That's all it took. You come over here and works the scrape. I knew he was going to come right through here. So that light was back
great buck to get off this farm because he doesn't have a giant rack, you know, just a big old deer. Good deer to get out. Good management buck. Looks like a good 5-6-year-old deer, wouldn't you say, Jay? Oh yeah. I mean, big old mature bastard. Whew, that feels good. It's a little hard for Javin to get the shot, but I sink it right in him right there at like 18 yards. The blood trail looked like a horror movie. What those G5 mega meats do to deer is just unbelievable. And we heard him crash. Me and Javin go down in there, recover this deer, and I mean, it was just epic. We've only gone maybe 80 yards, 90 yards max. And look at this, all these trees. This looks like a bloodbath through here right now. It's like a horror movie with a mega meat. Look at them. Because, you know, we hit him back a little bit. Well, the arrow is angling back. It got lungs, there's no doubt. And then it come out as lower, you know, into his guts. But I mean, he's leaving, I don't know if those are intestines. I'm not sure what that is. Wrapped around trees. Yeah, buddy. Nice big mature Kansas buck. Look at that. That is insane. Goodness gracious. Look at that hole. Holy Moses, dude. That is what a mega meat will do by G5. Goodness gracious. That was a great buck to take off, wasn't it? Look how big he is. I mean, this was the perfect buck to shoot to get out of here. Gosh, yeah, good deer. Thank you, Lord. Good deer. Nice big old mature buck to get off the farm here in Kansas. Tickled with this deer. I mean, it's awesome to see how the black rack works. This deer was a long ways away, and we just thought, well, we'll just see what he does. And he reacted instant. And come down the hill. He was on another side of a lake that's down in the valley there, and then he come around that lake. He was on a string then, come work that scrape that we'd put the branch butter on yesterday, and he come right in, and we just power drived him with a mega meat. Here we're done in Kansas already. You know, 3 deer now, I think 9 days. I've got 3 bucks on the ground. So it was pretty special. But you know, when you're out of state, time is of the essence. The deer were on their feet everywhere. It was rut. It was a great time to hunt. I'm like, I still got a tag in my pocket. Let's get back to Illinois and let's see what we can make happen in Illinois.
On the next episode of Whitetail Edge.
This is Illinois, so there's big bucks everywhere, right?